Good morning. My name's Charlie and I'm an alcoholic. Was raised a normal, average American boy. Things started to change though. Back when I turned 14 years old, I started drinking a little bit. By the time I was 16, I was walking into liquor stores and buying my own drink. By the time I was 18, I was an alcoholic. That's when my life was no longer normal. My life became very dark and dim. I did things I never thought I would do or say. And this continued for many years, and for many years I was lost. And I mean literally and physically lost. I do not remember years in my life, but what I did, period. I just don't remember things that happened to me. On January 7th of 2004, an incident happened and involved one of my grandchildren. And the next morning when I woke up, my wife and my very good friend, was standing over me. And I looked up and looked around me and I had blood all over me, and they didn't say anything, and they just stared there and looked, and my friend said, "Are you ready to go?" And I sat up and sat there for a minute, and the light came on and I knew what he meant. He meant, I'm ready to go and sober up. And so I thought, and I said yes. And unbeknownst to me, my wife and he had already made arrangements in San Antonio for me to enter a rehab facility. So I went home, I showered up, my bags were packed, and I was taken to San Antonio to the detox center, and I placed myself in voluntarily. In there, boy, I thought, man, ooh, there's some spooks in here. I'm not sure I belong here. And about 2 days later, I realized I belonged here. Heroin addicts, bipolar, I can just, alcoholics just like me, people have been in 4 or 5 times, just keep coming back. But during this stay there, they kept me sober and they sent me to classes, a very regimented routine, and I was required to read a book called Alcoholics Anonymous. And Alcoholics Anonymous says that you have to have a higher power in order for this program to proceed. Well, while I was in rehab, I realized that my higher power wasn't getting it done. I was having some prayers answered, but I knew that just a higher power wasn't the answer. The answer was I needed Jesus in my life, and that He, being my higher power, is the man I should answer to. That's when I asked Jesus to come into my life and help me to stay sober. There's always tough days in my life. There's days where I want to go back to the drink. Even though I've been sober, it's always going to be a battle as long as I live. Strength, He gives me strength, so much strength, because I know that I can to ask Him to help me, and I have the power to see it now before it happens. He's given me the power to know the difference between wrong and right before I commit such actions. There's no turmoil in my life. It's a yes or no life now. I don't struggle. I just ask for strength, and I take what's given, no more and no less, and just ask for a little more and work harder each day.